Welcome to the lab. I'm already laughing. I shouldn't be laughing because it's not funny, but the fact of the matter is, all right, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and hold my composure here. But I so obviously it's a little different of a show tonight. But check this out. First of all, I want to say, I apologize about the mess up when it comes to the show tonight. So it is rescheduled for Thursday, I believe. I believe it's Thursday. And so we'll do that Thursday, and then we'll take some calls and, all the fun stuff. I kind of like this. I feel like we've snuck in. Like it's like an exclusive club tonight. Um, and so it's just hang with me here, folks. One of my favorite movies of all time is Angels in the Outfield. And I love that movie because I love baseball. Huge baseball fan. And every baseball movie that you could think of, Bull Durham, the major leagues, um, Fever Pitch. If there is a baseball movie, I'll watch it. I'll love it. I'll love it. And normally everything I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I really do feel as though one of the biggest villains in history was ignored in this movie. And I don't know why more people don't understand this. It's one of the most ridiculous things ever. And I'm going to tell you what they could have done different in Miss Enigma. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Linda, Ziggy, hello. USA, good to see you. As always. I plead the fifth. Sherry, hello. How are you? Okay. So the movie comes on the other day, and I was watching it and thinking about it and going, man, I love this movie. I love this movie so much. And if you're familiar with the movie at all, spoiler alert, sorry, from 1994. Be careful. If you haven't seen it, you might want to plug your ears. But in the movie, it centers around two little orphan boys that live in a foster home, and they're taken care of by a lady named Maggie. Now there's a little bit more to Maggie than meets the eye, and we can discuss Maggie at a later time. But I think that Maggie is the real angel of the movie here. So yeah. Idiot. Absolutely ridiculous. So these two little boys live in an orphanage together. They've become like quote unquote brothers. No, it's not. And I'm going to show you a clip here because we're going to discuss this. This is one of the most appalling. It's one of the most appalling things I've ever seen in a kids movie. A kids movie. And yeah. So it centers around these two little boys live in a care not a care home. It's a foster home ran by this lady named Maggie who gets too little who's paid too little for doing a job that is so difficult in life. You know, foster parents are like the best ever. And this little boy, Roger, and JP are coming home from a baseball game. They have to like hide outside the stadium because they're too poor to afford anything. That's kind of the point of the story. They're just really, you know, they're kind of your outcast kids. So as I'm watching the movie and I've seen it 100 times and it's kind of the beginning. And this dad, Roger's dad, I don't even remember his name. But there's this scene at the beginning where Roger's dad shows up to tell him something. And it's not good news what he's going to tell him. It's terrible news. And I don't know where they squeeze this in. Like who had the, you know, I mean, we all have issues, but somebody had a major problem that they took out on this screenplay from, you know, 100 years ago or whatever. So what we're going to do is together, I'm going to show you the biggest villain in history of movies. And you would have never, you'd be like, oh, it's got to be Freddy Krueger. It's got to be Jason. It's got to be, you know, the Blair. No. None of those people pale in comparison to this man. None of them. You'll never see a bigger villain in your life. Now, forgive me when we watch this because I'm flabbergasted by the show itself. You know, I love the movie, but you know, here we go. All right, so you can clearly see Roger down on his luck. It happens. We all have childhood issues. Roger's just hanging out with JP, living life the only way he knows how. Loves baseball. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with loving baseball. Nothing at all. Roger returns home to find out that he has a visitor. And I'll give my commentary on it as we go.
Maggie, we're back.
Oh, where you been?
Just riding around. You said be back by 5.
I can't tell time yet. Are we back by 5?
All right. So there's JP, also in the foster system. Cutest kid you've ever seen in your life. Doesn't like riding in cars. Has to ride on buses because his in the movie, his mother left him, abandoned him in a car, so he can't. We all have issues. Don't worry. Spoiler alert: they get adopted by a millionaire. Awesome. So Roger has a visitor. Roger has a visitor.
Close.
They can't tell time either.
Come on, JP, get your bike in. Roger,
Yeah.
you have a visitor. He's waiting inside for you.
Okay, well, who could that be? Roger doesn't know very many people. Is it, he's like, oh my God, my dad's here. He just comes to this conclusion. Boom, and the lights come on. His dad's here. You ever seen a kid run so fast in your life? He's like, my dad's here.
Dad?
All right, so you see the motorcycle out in the driveway. We're dealing with a bad boy here. We're dealing with a real bad boy. A big time bad boy. And he's here to tell Roger to his face. This is so stupid.
Hey.
Dad.
All right. So right off the bat, this monster is smoking in a foster home. And I blame Maggie too for not dealing with him smoking while he's in the house. You take it outside, buddy. You can't smoke in a foster home. Wait, that has to be a rule that's been around for a very, very long time. Just my opinion. Oh, a different time. I'm the same age. Like nobody was smoking in a foster home when I was a kid. I wasn't in a foster home, but well, that's not true. I wasn't in a foster home, but my aunt ran a foster home, and I think that they smoked inside. Anyway, whatever. He's smoking in a foster home.
Surprised to see me?
No, Dad, not at all. You didn't abandon me or anything. You're surprised to see me. The stupidest question he could have asked the kid. Surprised to see me? Actually, Rodgers just says, "Oh yeah," but what he should have said was, "Absolutely, Father. I'm completely surprised to see you, considering that you have abandoned me in this hellhole. Thanks."
Yeah.
You look kind of scrawny.
So then he insults the kid. So his way of showing him affection, his way of showing him affection is by telling him he looks kind of scrawny. Gives him a little pinch in the midsection. You look kind of scrawny. Yeah. You surprised to see me? Why, yes, Father, since you have abandoned our family after Mother died. I am very surprised. Well, you look kind of scrawny.
Eat you enough in this place?
Do they feed you enough in this place? Well, for your information, Dad, no, they don't. The food has to go around to a lot of kids. We're on limited funds here. What have you been up to, Dad?
Yeah.
Where you been? I was waiting.
There's not a sentence that this jerk says that isn't offensive. Where you been? I was waiting. Like, dude, you're the one MIA, Dad. I got stuff to do. I got a life. I was watching baseball that you probably told me to, you're the one that taught me to love baseball, Dad.
Just riding around the stadium.
Angel's still your team.
Yeah.
He's all, Angel's still your team. Yeah.
In last place.
Okay. This man has nothing. This man has nothing good to say. Nothing. Angel still your team? Yeah. They're in last place. Thanks, Dad. Anything else you want to tell me while we're here? You want to try and lift my spirits a little bit? Haven't seen you in a while, Pops. I mean, these are supervised visits at best. While he is just absolutely ripping this heater in the house. Roger is being exposed to secondhand smoke in a major way. It's just not good. We're only a minute into this, and we have another over minute to go. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in last place. What kind of a psychopath? Absolutely. What kind of a psychopath ashes his cigarette on his jeans? That's the first. So I never even thought of this, but that's the first sign that you shouldn't be smoking if you don't have anywhere to ash your cigarette besides your pants, your jeans. There's no ashtrays in the house because it's a foster home.
Blood. Family that likes losers.
Runs in the blood. Or a family that likes losers. It's like he's the worst ever. He sucks. He sucks.
So I came to say that I'm going up north.
Okay. So here's the Dear John letter to his son, where he said, I'm going up north. Why, Dad? Why are you going up north?
I know I said when I came it'd be to get you, but
Oh, so you're lying.
things ain't working out that way.
Why not, Dad? Why aren't things working out that way?
I did what I could with you.
I did what I could with you. Seriously? Who says that? I did what I could with you. I did what I could with you, son. What do we got here? Unfortunately, the portrayal of fathers in a lot of Hollywood media is less than good, despite it being an exception rather than a rule. Very solid. Hollywood loves to undermine the family unit, especially dads. Well, they sure did a great job here. Yeah, you can absolutely say that. Wow. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's so much worse than what you remember. This is a movie that I loved every day. Loved baseball. Thought this would be the coolest thing. Look, my dad's not any better than this guy, but it's supposed to be a fictional character. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dads just like him.
Maybe if your mom was alive, it'd be different.
Oh, God. So now he brings up his mother who's deceased and basically says, look, man, things would be different. Well, you're right. Things would be different. She'd be alive and we'd, be a family. It's very sad and tragic, but like, dude, you've lit in the last 60 seconds, you have literally bombarded this child with some of the worst parenting I've ever seen in my life.
They had me sign this paper, some kind of release thing. Just got to go to court to make a final.
Some sort of he doesn't even he's just kind of like pussyfooting around. They made me sign this sort of kind of release thing. You mean a waiver of your rights? Yeah, Dad, that's what it is. That's a waiver of your rights. You're the worst dad ever.
You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Okay, glad we got that out of the way. And as he's walking away from his kid, like he does all the time, the kid chases after him. Now, the mullet, the achy breaky big mistakey, as a lot of people refer to it. The leather jacket, the motorcycle, just the whole thing. Just like he's the biggest monster in the history of monsters.
Where's the pickup?
I traded it in. The bike's better for traveling.
All right, so they had a family car. They had a family car, and he traded in that family car for a motorcycle and a pair of sunglasses.
Dad, when are we gonna be a family again?
Now, isn't that the most heartbreaking thing you've ever seen? So this young man, he pours his heart out. Dad, when are we going to be a family again?
Where I'm sitting.
And he littered.
I'd say when the Angels win the pennant.
So the pennant, it's not the World Series, which is always weird. I never quite understood why he wanted the Angels just to win the pennant and not the World Series. But the pennant is winning your. So there's an American League, and there's a National League, and the winner of the National League and the winner of the American League go to the World Series and play each other. But as the two winners of the World Series have won the pennant, like they win the pennant. So he's not even asking them to win the World Series. He's asking them to win the pennant. There's a huge, huge difference. So he's like basically saying they're the worst team in baseball. They're no good. We're a family who loves losers, blah, blah, blah. And then what? Well, when the Angels win the pennant, basically saying that's never going to happen, son.
You stay out of trouble, son.
You too, Dad. Also notice as he's riding away from his son, he doesn't put a helmet on. He's smoking cigarettes. He's abandoning his family. Now, one of the weirdest things though is I even got a little bit more into it. It's really so it's even deeper than this, right? So I think this is just my opinion and theory now that he made this kid have a psychological break because the kid starts talking to imaginary people that he can only see. I know you can see them in the movie. We can see them in the movie. We're seeing it through the eyes of Roger. We're not seeing it through the eyes of others. But basically, by the dad abandoning him, the kid has a mental breakdown. Who just so happens to meet a very superstitious baseball coach. I think that this dad literally broke his child in half. To the point where, like, well, look, man, we got major problems here. Yeah, kind of like that. Absolutely. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I mean, good Lord. You know, so then I started going to it a little deeper than that. Whoever wrote this movie, whoever I don't know who would write this movie, but somebody did write this movie. And like they kind of dangle, like I get the premise of the movie is like, oh, the Angels are gonna win the pennant and blah blah blah. If and then dad's gonna come back and save me, and we're gonna be a family again because I'm making stuff up. And I mean, was this really necessary to do? Was it really necessary? They've already in the movie they've already written the mom off as deceased. Why couldn't they just do the same thing with dad? Unbelievable. But like if you go back to here and you just hasn't seen dad. He see oh there he is. Sorry, dad, I didn't recognize you. I could barely see through you with all the smoke in your face. By the way, we're inside. Little children live here that have been abandoned by their parents, and you still find it necessary to somehow hurt kids that aren't even yours. It's just, and I can smell that chair behind him. That thing is gnarly. Was somebody a member for 7 months? Let me see here. Ellen Driscoll. Ellen Driscoll? See, I don't get that. I hate that song. I really do hate that. 7 months. Josh, keep it coming. Thank you so much. I wish that they would show me, but StreamYard, what are you going to do? Well, this happens in real life. I lived it seeing my 2-year-old break down crying when his dad said goodbye after a weekend visit. It happened like, yeah, absolutely it does. It certainly does happen. But look at this guy. They needed reason for him to pray that angels would win, and that would leave the opening for angels to appear. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree. They had to make it so dramatic. Like they're like, what is going to push this kid psychologically to the edge to where he starts thinking about existentialism, religion, race, his future, his past. It's like he's eaten from the apple from the tree of knowledge of good and evil or something. I don't even know, man. They really did a number on this kid though. And they I mean, they pushed Roger. They pushed Roger to, like, this movie sucked. Like, I love this movie, but like I hate it now. There's not a worse human in the world. There's not a human in the world that would do
Surprised to
this.
see me?
He sits like he sits forward like one of the vampires, like just interview with a vampire. You surprised to see me? Really? I didn't know that. Thank you for clearing that up. I thought I was watching real footage of something. It is? Golly, I've been going about it all wrong. It's just Josh. Yeah. You're right. I overreacted.
Surprised to see me?
Yeah.
You look kind of scrawny. They feed you enough in this place?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad, they feed me. You don't. That first question was ridiculous.
Hey,
Dad.
surprised to see me?
Not at all, because you live here and take care of me every day, and I see you when you get off work. Just kidding. Let me see. Is it? It's just, I know it's just a movie. I totally understand.
Yeah.
No, Dad, I'm not surprised to see it all. You know, ever since Mom passed away and you abandoned me, I haven't seen much of you at all.
You look kind of scrawny.
You're looking kind of trashy.
They feed you enough in this
I'm going to speak for you, buddy.
place?
Yeah.
Where you been? I was waiting.
Well, you know, let's just do everything you want to do, Dad. Let's just do everything you want to do. No. Thank you for stopping by to tell me that you're signing your rights away.
Just riding around the stadium.
Just a sicko. He's sick.
Still your team?
Yeah.
In last place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
It's in the
Dad.
blood.
Wait a minute. So, I got another. All right, dude, if we're gonna do it, like we're just gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Determined by
So here he is in court,
this
daddy.
court.
Just do it, you know? There's no plan.
I understand.
And you've consulted a lawyer.
Look, lady, I get what I'm doing. The kid's not mine anymore. I'm not proud of it. Not something I can change my mind about either.
Wait, is that a judge that he just called lady?
You understand that once this hearing has established Rodgers' permanent placement status, his welfare will forever forward be determined by this court.
I understand.
And you've consulted a lawyer.
No, I need money for meth.
Look, lady, I get what I'm doing. The kid's not mine anymore. I'm not proud of it. It's not something I can change my mind about either.
Look, lady, he's talking to a judge. Look, lady. Look, lady.
We're ready to see you now, Roger.
All right. So why now this lady's bothering me. Why did that lady let them see each like she knew what she was doing? She knew what she was gonna what she was trying to do. She wanted to see an episode of Maury.
Dad? Dad, I didn't know you were gonna be here. You know the Angels are only one game from the pennant.
Calm down, kid. Your dad sucks. It's okay. I know what it's like.
Can you believe it? It's just like you said.
No, it's not like he said. It's like what you prayed for. And he probably has heard rumors that you're talking to people.
Sorry, boy.
Dad?
Oh, everything's better now.
Hey, Dad. Did you hear what I said? Where are you going?
I got to go smoke a cigarette. I'm not allowed to watch, or I'm not allowed to smoke in here. But I can go outside and smoke.
Daddy?
Oh, come on. Like that. I mean, that's just, this is supposed to be a kid's movie. And when I watched it as a kid, I never really thought much of it. I never thought much of, you know, Rodgers' dad's situation. And, you know, and you got Maggie. Honestly, they couldn't have picked a better Maggie for this movie. She's phenomenal. If you don't know who Maggie is, one of her leading star roles was homeless woman in Lost. Home Alone: Lost in New York. She played the pigeon lady, and so you know they've really. She's she had a great life of acting. I think she's still out there going. Yeah. Never took a penny from who tied his tie. Well, obviously, she did. Who? I mean, I used to have to tie Peyton's tie when he was on a basketball team that required him on game days to wear a tie, and I would have to like watch YouTube to tie it because I didn't really wear ties or anything like that. But I mean, look at this kid. I mean, he's just like, Dad. That's the same way my dog looks at me when I leave. That's some top-notch acting by Joseph Gordon-Levitt's there. But yeah, I mean, this stuff happens all the time, unfortunately. But it's like, I know it's a terrible thing, but is there anything worse than like a deadbeat dad? I don't like. There's just more. I'm surprised that people aren't more ashamed of themselves. Like, I've always thought that everything else in your life is negated because you're not taking care of your own flesh and blood. You know, I know so many people that I've even said, like, I won't even be friends. I won't even be friends with somebody who doesn't take care of their kids or that isn't involved in their kids' lives. At least, I mean, being a weekend dad's probably one of the easiest things ever. But like to get up every day and like make your kids breakfast, get them ready for school. I remember when Peyton was we were just talking about it the other day because I was buttoning something up for him, and he's way taller than me now, but when in 7th grade he was little, and I would tie his tie for him. And the other day I was like, "Oh, try this jacket on," and I was like buttoning it up for him, and like I kind of had like a flashback to when he was small. And I even said, "Remember, this is like when I was tying your tie," and that was 5 years ago. So you remember those mornings? He's like, "Yep." You'd always get mad because you couldn't tie the tie, and yeah, I remember. I remember that. There was a lot of good memories. I was thinking, my kids I had kids so young, and it was just one of those things where at the beginning you're just holding on for dear life instead of enjoying, the small moments. And I don't know. I'm sure I missed some of that, but as we kind of got into a groove and I kind of started to figure life out a little more. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, we've done the little league thing. We've done karate. Oh God, I remember when they would do karate. The first time they put them against each other, and my youngest just put a whooping on my oldest. They put them in like paddings and stuff, and they went to town on each other. But you know, it's just an odd thing. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm super surprised at the amount of people that just don't take care of their kids. I'm so like, it's so weird to me. And it's super acceptable. I don't know. Like, I feel personally that like I ostracize people from my life because they don't take care of their children. And I just notice a lot of people, like, I would never take advice from somebody or even listen to a word that they said if they weren't a parent that was active in the look. Nobody has to be a perfect parent, but like, it's really weird. And it's gotten to the point where, like, not men not seeing their kids is just, it's normal. A lot of Rodgers dads out there. They're 17 and 18. My oldest is getting ready to graduate high school here next month. So that's going to be interesting. I'm excited about it, but at the same time, it's like, it's a lot, you know. It can be a whole lot. Let's see, and anyway, this movie was just like, I didn't even realize how weird Roger that way. Look at Maggie looking at him like, come on, dude. Don't feel bad, Roger. He doesn't love anybody but himself. Which is true. I mean,
Family that likes losers. So, I came to say that I'm going up north. I know I said when I came it'd be to get you, but things ain't working out that way. I did what I could with you. Maybe if your mom was alive, it'd be different. They had me sign this thing, this paper.
wait, well, of course it would be different, Dad. Why wouldn't it be different? Why wouldn't it be different? Yeah, I am very excited and proud. But at the same time, it's really, it's not even about bittersweet. Like, you get them to a certain point and you kind of just say, like, I don't know. I'm not really the kind of just say like, okay, well, you're 18. There you go. Here's a sandwich and a sleeping bag. To me, I like, there's still like work to do. Meaning, like, you still have to teach your children when they become adults how to be responsible adults too. You know, life doesn't stop right at 18. And then when, you know, it's funny because when you're young, when you're 18, and you don't have any work experience or anything like that, and people like, it's like, we say, well, yeah, I'm 18, you know, or I'm 20 or I'm 25. And you know, it doesn't stop there. I'm 25. I have very little job experience. Oh, okay. There is a huge difference between being 25 with little or no job experience and then being 35 with no job experience. Because you go 35, no job experience. What have you been doing? What have you been doing for the last 10 years? Oh, you know, I just been. I talk about this all the time, that a driven life, a purposeful life starts with responsibility. Whatever responsibility that is. A lot of people have a lot of different responsibilities that they don't really take care of either. You know what I mean? And so I've just always thought that it was so easy to be proud of the relationship that you have with your family or your, you know, I look at the world and I just see so many people so like, yeah, you know, every day I see this. And you say, well, Life is miserable. Life is suffering. How do you make it better? By example, by leading by example. If you can just manage to make life a little less, with a little less suffering in it, instead of, having that whole thought, well, everybody that I know one day is going to die. I'm going to die. What's the point? What's the point? And the point is, if you can get yourself, or if you can get somebody in your family, if you can at least, so basically what's going to happen is there's a lot of things in life are going to happen to you. A lot of bad things in life are going to happen to you. I don't think that anybody would deny that. So get yourself to a place where, when those bad things happen, that you can actually deal with them. Your mother one day will die. Your father, your grandma, your grandpa eventually will die. And if your father or mother dies, try to have it together enough to where you can take care of that. To where you can take care of that. And then when you are able to do that, then try to comfort the people in your life. Life comes with a great deal of suffering, a great deal of pain, but it's not always. There are things that you can do to make your life less, peaks and valleys. A lot of people say, well, life's too short for this, life's too short for that. And I agree that in the grand scheme of everything, that life absolutely is short, but it's also not that short. If you live a long life, it starts at the beginning with, taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do. And then you prepare yourself for a long life. If it's not so long, then why do people have 401ks? Why do people set up for retirement? Why do people have stocks and bonds? And life is short, but it's also not that short. Life can be cut short. No doubt about that. But if you can just manage to pull yourself up out of your misery and just like Roger has a life filled with pain headed his way. His dad's a pile. He lives in an orphanage. His baseball team is in last place. And la-di-da-di-da. But there are things that you can do to make it better. Thank you. I appreciate that. So stupid. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. You're right. 401k is merely just because people have good jobs. They don't buy into it or invest into it. Like, there's no future in a 401k, and it's really nearsighted behavior. And nothing to tuck away for the future. That's funny. Life is a blessing for some. Yeah, for some it is. I don't think everybody feels that way. I mean, I think you feel that way because you're stoned, but not everybody feels that way. They just, I don't know, they just don't. Yeah. Let's say I had one on bad advice. I did use it and lost it. Start over. There's a 401k. Yeah. Yeah. Why do you think people have 401ks? Well, Josh, because their company provides it for them. Okay. Got it. I wish instead of gallstones and kidney stones that they were diamonds. Let's all have a moment of silence for Barb as she's battling kidney stones and gallstones. Sounds awful. I wish you the best. Speedy recovery. Yeah. Speedy recovery. This is not meant to be snarky. No, not at all. No, that couldn't be any further from the truth. Not even a little, really, because I think he's hilarious. I think he's absolutely hilarious. Bar Blue, high five on those kidney stones. I have them too. I mean, everybody's got kidney stones apparently. I felt it with both. Feel bad to deal with it. Yeah. Pre-empty nester vibe. I think it touch uncle is valuable. Well, he's the furthest thing from out of touch, to be honest. Yeah, I don't find him out of touch at all. All right, yeah. You want to watch it from the very beginning? This sick man. Fine. Yeah. Why not?
Maggie, we're back.
Oh, where you been?
Just riding around. You said be back by 5.
I can't tell time yet. Are we back by 5?
No, JP.
Close. Come on, JP, get your bike in. Roger,
Yeah?
you have a visitor. He's waiting inside for you.
Is it? Dad?
Hey,
Dad.
surprised to see me?
Yeah.
You look kind of scrawny. Don't they feed you enough in this place?
Yeah.
Where you been? I was waiting.
Just riding around the stadium.
Yes.
Angel still your team?
Yeah.
In last place.
Yeah.
Runs in the blood. Family that likes losers. So I came to say that I'm going up north. I know I said when I came it'd be to get you, but things ain't working out that way. I did what I could with you. Maybe if your mom was alive, it'd be different. They had me sign this thing, this paper, some kind of release thing. Just got to go to court to make a final. You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Where's the pickup?
I traded it in. The bike's better for traveling.
Dirty.
Dad, when are we gonna be a family again?
Hi, Marlena.
Where I'm sitting, I'd say when the Angels win the pennant.
You're
You stay out of trouble, son.
You're sick, dude. Nasty. And so starts the long, miserable. It's just it's sick, dude. What a sick movie this is. Sick. It should be rated R. Does not contain violence, but emotional distress is at its height. Do you believe in angels? Well, one time a little kid whose father abandoned him went on a mental breakdown. And now the Angels are in first place. Thanks, Dad, from all the Angel fans. He didn't even wish for them to win the World Series. It's just like, I don't even want to say what the. Ironically, I started watching you because I thought you were someone else off a crime YouTube thing. Well, thank you. I just realized YouTube exists about 6 months ago. I feel old, and at 46, my kids showed me YouTube. Great. Josh Abandoned. I think I probably got like a copyright thing. I don't know. Because of Rodgers' dad. Let me see. Stream settings. Am I back? I am back. I can't tell if I'm back or not. Yeah, I think they got mad at me for playing Angels in the Outfield or something. I don't know. That's okay. Somebody said, "Did I die?" Great. No, I didn't. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Thanks, Kimberly. Danielle says, "Keep being you, Josh. Much love and respect always." Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that as well. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. That's so funny. But it doesn't surprise me though. 14. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's not like a copyright strike or anything. It's none of that. But I did think that it could happen. But you know, that's okay. I don't really mind. It's not a big deal. Dad, it's just terrible. You guys enjoy your night. Thank you so much.
There is no
well.
investigation. This boy has.
There is not, really? It is to me.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
But I have to put her on the side and where
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy
There
has.
is not, really? It is to me. Right. Idiot.
I've done my best. It's hard, you know, that's real tough.
But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Live from the NBD Production Studios, you're in the lab with your host, Joshua Diaz.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There is not, really? It is to me. But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys. But I have to.
There is no investigation.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
But I have to put her. But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.